Pure and Brew Wednesday, everybody. Hope it's fine. Quick one, still have time. This one will be. Right, what's been going on this week? Brewing wise, all I got managed to do last weekend, sorry, was rhubarb beer saison. I used one of my yeast I captivated from the WP 565, I think it was. I did capture 3 of them. I tried doing a starter with one of them and I cocked it up, so I ended up binning it, so that also left me 2. Then I thought, right, well, that's when I knackered the jar up. I'd be killing the jar. So what I bought was a flask. It's only a 1 litre flask, and got off internet. I think it's about $7.99. I think might not be the real McCoy, but it'll do the job. So what I did was I got a second vial of that yeast, poured off the crap at the top, poured the rest in here. I'd already boiled 500 ml of water and 50 grams of dried malt extract. Boil that for 20 minutes, half an hour, whatever it is. Put it in there. Put some foil over the top, and just kept swirling it. Also, I ain't got a split air plate. I always said that, but I wouldn't want to use one of these. I want saving the yeast. Saving yeast. I said I won't buy one of these, but I bought one. And I've always said that I'm not going to buy a stair plate, so I don't think the missus would be happy with it spinning around all day long. But you never know what's going to happen. So I did a rhubarb saison, but I did it with the extract version. I want extract instead of doing the whole grain. And I used whatever hops they had left from the previous one, and I adjusted a few things. I don't know if it'll turn out any good, but because when I did it, I tried doing the saison recipe, but following the normal rhubarb recipe. So it may work, it may not. I might have over hopped it, but this is what well, just reading my notes, and this is where I've cocked up already, and I've already just done it. I've put in, well, I've transferred the beer from primary into secondary onto 1 kilo of rhubarb, which on the previous recipe it gets it fresh, freezes it for a day, then it sticks that into fermenter and racks straight onto it. Obviously my rhubarb has been in the freezer weeks, so I took the rhubarb out this morning, defrosted it. It defrosted quicker than expected, but never mind. So I drained the juice off it, stuck a kilo of rhubarb into fermenter, then racked the beer onto that, and so there it is there, wrapped up in a little towel, and that's that other beer, that cheap kit. So I racked it into there, and I had a couple of little bubbles out of it, not a lot. So what I originally was supposed to do was put 1.5 kilos in, so I should read my notes. Anyway, so it's been in the primary since the 2nd, so it's been in the primary for 5 days. Backed it into there, on top of the rhubarb. I'm going to leave that into, I think it's 14 days. Did a test, the trial stars of it. Trial stars. Did a test. Did a taste test of it. And it didn't taste too bad, so we'll see what the rhubarb does out of it. Because the other one didn't turn out too bad. So this is how I've done it this time. 1 kilo of rhubarb, 1.5 kilos of liquid malt extract, 600 grams of Pilsner malt instead of using Marisota, and I didn't use any dried malt extract, 100 grams of torrefied wheat, 500 grams of sugar, stroke brewing sugar, and 200 grams of Munich. And that's similar to the normal rhubarb recipe. Hops, this is what I had left. I had 20 grams of Northern Brewer at 30 minutes, 30 grams of Saz at 15 minutes, 10 grams of coriander at 10 minutes, 20 grams of juniper berries at 5 minutes, and 44 grams of East Kent Goldings at 5 minutes. And that's near enough all the hops that I had left from the previous batch. On the previous one I did a 60-minute boil, this one I only did a 30-minute boil, so I think that's where maybe I've cocked up. Maybe I should have done a full 60-minute boil, but I only used 7 litres of water. But you live and learn, see what happens in like 20 days when it comes out. So like I say, it's the first file I've used of the yeast extract. Put it in, thinking, is it going to work? And it smelled alright, smelled fresh. Shoved it in. Within 6 hours it was bubbling. Oh, and I was happy as picking muck because it was bubbling and I was quite chuffed. So like, oh, that's alright. If the other one works out, then lovely jubbly. Just give a quick drink. So I was quite chuffed it worked like 6 hours. Normally the dry one, maybe 12 hours the next day. So fingers crossed that works out. And being tight as I am, like I said, I've just wrapped it into the secondary and I'm just trying to harvest the yeast that I've got. So I'm only going to do 2 jars. I did 3 jars last time. I thought I had more, but I'm just going to do 2 jars. See what I get out of that. If I get one more brew out of it, then I'm happy. So what else have I got? Like I said, I bought my flask. So can't go wrong with that. Bought some grain just so I can do a stout, and then realised I didn't have the hops to do a stout, which is normally East Kent Goldings and Challenger. Ain't gone on left, so I'll have to try to buy some. The Pilsner malt, the Pilsner that I did. Can't remember what bloody hops it was. Grains, Belgian Pilsner. Wait. Bloody Bohemian Pilsner. And I did it with the pale hops. And it's not what I expected for some reason. I was expecting a different flavour, but it's only been in the keg 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks. So if it's drinkable, don't get me wrong. And maybe I might have put too much Pilsner in, because it was supposed to be just standard Pilsner malt, but I used Bohemian Pilsner. I didn't use the standard Pilsner, so maybe I should have tried that first and see how that went on. But it's drinkable. Well, I'll have to drink it, and if I want the keg for something else. Next brews, like I said, I'm on cold for the next 2 weeks, and it's just awkward doing a brew. If I get cold out, I'm shafted. But I might try and sneak one in if I can. Might try and sneak one. I don't want to do another extract because obviously you spend a few more pennies, but I've already got all the grains. I've already got some pale ales and some American pale ales in the pipeline to do. So fingers crossed got that. Now I see Mr. Rogerson received his BML and quite happy with that one, and it all got there in one piece. What else was the other guys received theirs. I've still got some of the BML to send, so it's just getting around to getting them sent out and that. What else? Now what's happening here? They're trying to catch up with the videos as much as I can. Obviously tennis is on, so I can't watch now on TV. Missy is watching tennis. Well, I did a strawberry wine a few weeks ago where I used £6 of strawberries, and that's not going very well at all. When I first of all, it bubbled out the top, it over fermented. Did a reading yesterday and it's dropped down to 10,006, so it's ready to bottle. But the problem is, when I first did it bottle, racked it a few times, there was that much crap in it. I lost a load of strawberry wine. Racked it again yesterday, so I'm going from 5 litres. I've probably got 2.5 litres, 3 litres at the most of this strawberry wine. Don't taste too bad, but it won't what again, another one what I wasn't expecting. So fingers crossed that it's alright. If it ain't, then I've wasted what, £6 of strawberries and some yeast, which never mind, we'll see how it goes. So not ready. Sorry about that, dropping paper. Not ready else happened. Oh. At the moment, as I say, fucking 9.5 minutes. I talked about the rhubarb. In the shed, I've got strawberry beer and some rhubarb beer. The strawberry beer wasn't the best one. Every time I looked at it, cloudy as hell. So I thought, I'm going to have to drink it. I can't give it away to poor people. So took it in the fridge, chilled it down, did it. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. The sediment capped off a little bit at the bottom. Still a little bit in the jar. But it tasted a hell of a lot better than I expected. It took about a year to mellow out. There is still a faint taste of strawberries in it, Not a lot, but it's better than it was, first of all. But I'll still try these. I won't try the Bramble one. I wanted to impress with that one when I first did that one. And I didn't like the one without the ops. So anyway, there's me saying it's going to be a short video. So I'm hoping to get this uploaded tonight on Wednesday. But the amount of trouble I've had over the last few weeks uploading videos. Also I got on the iPhone, I try using YouTube Capture, which works alright. But if I want to use pictures and a lot, I use iMovie on the iPhone. And it's been kicking me out. It's been processing it, uploading it, got halfway through and said, nah, I can't be asked. See you later. Do it again, go halfway through it, nah, I can't be asked. See you later. So I ended up last time was downloading it onto the computer, put it onto YouTube, uploading it, each video to the YouTube, then adding it to my video and adding pictures in. So I don't know what's wrong with this iMovies. I mean, I don't want to go and fork out iMovies on the computer, but I don't know, I'll probably have to look for some better software to use. So I don't know what you guys use. So anyway, I've waffled on. Thanks very much for listening. And now it's time to come back into the world and wake up. So thanks very much. Catch you all later and cheers.